My son turned a month today. Can't forget that. Ronan is a month-year-old today. So shout out to Ronan. You know, big dog had his shots today. He doing good. My idea of a show is called Part-Time Creator, Full-Time Dad. That's my name of my show. The idea being that for parents out there, you know, with like a passion like me or you, like if it's music, streaming, gaming, whatever have you, everybody has a hobby, and then kind of like when you become a parent, that stuff kind of slows down and stops.
Content creation is making money, and it's not like for the love of shit anymore.
It gave anybody a chance to blow up on an idea. Like it gave, like, because when it first started, like it was like people making videos off their phones, and when I'm talking about when it started, like our phones were not good enough. There was a guy on there that makes videos for people that didn't have a dad to show them dad shit, right? So he'll like, this is how to change a tire, and he makes a video on, and like has millions of views.
Shit, my shit educational, nigga. I'm trying to graduate young niggas from School of Hard Knocks.
There's no wrong way to do it. You just have to do it. That's the biggest thing I can say for anybody. If you like, regardless, 1 view, 1,000 views, 10 views, whatever views you think you like, you don't know unless you start. You have to get going.
If you can come up with some shit on the fly, a whole new way of saying something that, like, just sitting in the studio, bro, what the fuck, nigga?
This girl got corrupted by the dark hole that she just stopped, to the point where this bitch was jumping between universes, trying to kidnap the kids that her alternate selves had.
How hard have you ever tried to hold on to a dream? I could tell this story with full autonomy, man.
All right, we're back on again.
Yes.
For episode 273.
Yeah. It's your host with the most, Kris Minor. We good. We here. We back. Look, we speed through this because we had some technical difficulties earlier.
Yeah, we
the
did.
lines and shit like that got crossed. You feel me? But we back. Now, where we left off, you were going to tell us the story about the
this idea
program we're using.
Yeah. Okay. So, but it's Dalton Smith, that gang. You know, Kris Minor, Chris, all that shit. Before, so just so what I get, I get it right. My son turned a month today. Can't forget that. Ronan is a month-year-old today. So shout out to Ronan. You know, big dog had his shots today. He doing good. Okay. We're just gonna have to, try to truck through this. Okay, that's super bizarre. But either way, we'll just keep trucking. But yeah, my son's a month old. We did it. So we're still acclimating, growing. But yeah, so I was saying earlier, sorry to make this so, like, we jumped through the intro so quick, but literally we were like 10 minutes in. Then my internet just literally shut off in the mid sentence, and like my whole house went off. Like our phones is connected except for my iPad for some reason. But anyway, I was going into talking about this contest I'm a part of called Content Launchpad, which is started by Ecamm, the software we usually use. But we've been testing other stuff because we need a stronger internet. As you see, you just happened now. Our internet is not good enough for that kind of software to be doing this kind of stuff. But anyway, they dropped this contest called Content Launchpad. And I have until Monday, which is the day this episode comes out, September 30th, to submit my proposal. So what it happens is you submit a proposal for a show. It could be a single person or multiple people. It doesn't matter. It just has to be educational in nature is kind of like what the only stipulation is. It needs to be like educational in some capacity. But it's no limit to kind of what it could be about other than like illegal stuff like politics and stuff like that. But because that's technically illegal to do.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was responding to nothing. Continue, please.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
But so basically, if you win this contest, which you have to submit a video and then a 2-page proposal, which I have that part done. The video I'm still mapping out because of how I want to frame it. But if you win the contest, basically, Ecamm will support you for a year. So like they'll give you their team to like work on your video. So like all graphics, all marketing, all like production, everything will be handled on their end for a full year. Which is like, that's like a lot of money. So like to like work with them for that. And obviously they'll like, help you get the show launched and get the schedule out and everything like that. So I was going to tell you what my idea was, Kris, for the show. So, cause on Monday I'll have this submitted. So do I think I'm going to win this contest? Probably not.
Okay, no, we're not going into with a loser's mentality.
Well,
all right?
I'm not going with loser mentality, but it's just like the sheer amount of people I know are going to apply for this, and because I'm in the group, like I see the people like talking and stuff. Yeah. I know the quality of people that are in there that don't work for Ecamm, but like work with them, and they're all on some really like baller shit. I know a lot of their affiliates probably can't apply. I'm sure that's like some kind of stipulation, but. Anyway, my idea of a show is called Part-Time Creator, Full-Time Dad. That's my name of my show. Mm-hmm. The idea being that for parents out there, with like a passion like me or you, like if it's music, streaming, gaming, whatever have you, everybody has a hobby, and then kind of like when you become a parent, that stuff kind of slows down and stops. So like this whole show will be, I feel like there's not really a show tailored to like parents in this kind of space. It's all about people like, they're just like, hey, check out this microphone, it's tight. Or like, check out this, it's tight. This software is great. You should check it out. Here's some tips and tricks to make video editing easier. Yeah. But no one really talks to like the parent who probably has a limited budget because their money's going to their children. To limited time because you're married or you're a single parent and you have to invest time into those children, one or plural, whatever you. So, but no one's really talking to those people, or else like inspiring them to continue their passions, because you can do those things still in a part-time capacity. You just got to find the right. Motivation, time, maybe gear to make it easier, software to make it easier, and then that's where I come in. And also a community, kind of like I want to create like a half instructional part of the episode. The other half of the episode would be like Q&A and like, going through it with together to figure out what the needs of these people are, and also being like a kind of a champion for these parents. So like, yeah, don't give up on your dreams. I don't care if you're 47 or what. Like, don't give up on the shit, because you never know when it could pop off, and who could be watching. And then it's like very important. Yeah. And also for your kids to see like you fighting for like what you're doing, your hobby continuing. Like, it'll make them feel like whatever they find their niche or whatever they want to do, they know it's like, oh, I could do this too. So like I that's the idea for my show. It's called Part-Time Creator, Full-Time Dad. And I'm going to submit this proposal to them. And I think they'll announce it pretty quick. Here, let me see the date real quick. Yeah, they'll announce the winner on October 13th. So not very long. So like a 2-week wait after you submit it. But I'll know because round one, the top 10 entries will move to round 2. So then round 2 is the top 10 entries will be reviewed by our panel. The top 5 will move to round 3, and the round 3 will be top 5 candidates will be interviewed on like Ecamm shows about their thing. So if I make it to top 5, I will know, because obviously I'll have to be on an interview process. I won't know any further than that, like any earlier than that. But they have a full rubric here of like what they're looking for and how they grade it and everything. But I'm gonna give it a shot, Chris. So
I think that you should, and
Yeah.
listening to you, hey, if you got my vote, you know what I'm saying. If I was on the panel, hearing the story, I would have, we, I don't know what the catchphrase is for Shark Tank or whatever, but you would have, I would have spun the chair, for sure. But hearing you,
make an offer.
I'll accept your offer or make your offer, whatever the fuck. But hearing you talk about the content creator aspect in general, there's been a lot of what do you call it? A
stigma.
No, not a stigma. It's been like some friction going on in the community as far as YouTube content creators go.
Okay.
And it's all centered around Mr. Beast and Jake Paul. Which Paul is it? The one who got the Prime drink?
Yeah, that's Jake, I think.
Well, it's one of the Pauls. So a lot of the content creators are taking aim at them in particular because they just launched their answer to Lunchables. They have their own. It's called something.
It's supposed to be like a healthier option.
Yeah, which a doctor got on a YouTube doctor or whatever got on there.
Yeah, because I saw they're like the way they're framing it is like, yeah, this is higher, but they're not telling you about the electrolytes and other things that are in there. They're using like sodium,
right?
And then, yeah, so
it's cool. I think it's cool. Like like I said, Logan's putting his Prime drink in there. Mr. Beast has a Crunch bar or something.
He has candy and he has chocolate bars. Yeah.
And the rest is the cracker, ham, cheese, or pizza or whatever, right? Or nachos. It's the exact same thing, just with their shit. So the YouTube creators are like, yo, y'all have gotten to the point, YouTubers like y'all have gotten us to the point, everyone in this space, where all content creation is making money. And it's not like for the love of shit anymore. It's not like XYZ. And us getting into this space, I've actually didn't even realize I was watching content creators going to these channels. Like that was like second to me. It was like, I like Sean C, so I'm going to get his opinion. Mm-hmm. Or like, I know you don't like academics, but like I listen to academics. Or even Joe Budden's podcast, like what they do, that's like creating content for YouTube. Yeah. Even when you were like, hey bro, our thumbnails are important on YouTube. And I realized, like, after you said that, I went back, going back to YouTube, I started looking at them. I'm like, oh shit, they all do kind of have the images they create that are, that speak to.
Yeah, it's like part of the algorithm.
Yeah. Like, and it works. Like, it works. Some are good, some are bad, some are whatever. But, like anything, in any industry, I guess, like if you're an indie filmmaker, like you can appreciate Hollywood, but you know that it ain't really got no soul in it. There's very, very few times like Hollywood puts out a film where it's like, okay, it checks all the boxes the way like an A24 film would or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's the same way with music. And now I think it's trickled down to the content creators. Like,
yeah. At the end of the day, with YouTube in general, like, YouTube was primarily entertainment first, right? So like that's kind of how it started. Yeah. Like when YouTube first started, it was just like the whole idea was like anybody can make a video, right?
Yep.
Charlie bit my finger. Like that's where we started. You know what I'm saying? Before Google bought it. When Google bought it, YouTube went gangbusters, right? Like it went bananas, right? Because it was like I think it was like the first thing of its kind where you gave people like, I'm gonna say you and me because we were there.
Yeah.
Even though we weren't on YouTube, but like we were there when it happened.
Yeah.
But it was people like you and me. This is before even like copyright stuff all happened, and like this is like when it was the Wild West. It gave anybody a chance to blow up on an idea. Like it gave like because when it first started, like it was like people making videos off their phones, and when I'm talking about when it started, like our phones were not good enough.
Yeah, was the dude in the woods?
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable, man.
He made black and white videos, just saying, "I'm gonna give you some waffle fries
because I like them." Yeah, crazy. The blue waffle shit, everything.
Yeah, it was
2
just
girls, 1 cup.
It was all there, right? And then of course but you have to start somewhere, so then it started regulating itself.
Oh, yeah.
But it did give people, like a normal people, like a chance to really make, like, especially those early adopters that got on early and like stuck with it and blew up.
Yeah.
Like they made a lot of money. Like, and then, that's what made the platform grow is what it is. I mean, and then at the end of the day, with anything with entertainment, this is going to happen, right? Like it. But the beautiful thing about it is that since it is a platform that is still community driven, like they are so, like their algorithm is so strict for like engagement. Like they look at like view hours, right? Like people watch a video from 0 to the full amount, right? It'll tell you like where people drop off at. Most people drop off within the first 3 minutes. That's like an average score. Then you look at likes. Who likes and subscribes, right? Because like if they like your video or comment on it, that will feed, like they look for stuff like that. So like, and it's so hungry as well. Like even if you buy, like if I get ads for our YouTube channel, right? They will not count the subscriptions or likes in while I'm running an ad because that's not like normal engagement. Right, that's like paid engagement.
Yeah.
So like, their algorithm is so like strict for stuff like that. That's why it's like when you do find like somebody who is like one, you can put anything in YouTube and figure it out. Right, YouTube University is a real thing. We can, if you have a question, and most people say Google it. I say YouTube it because you can literally find someone physically showing you.
Yeah. There
was a guy on there that makes videos for people that didn't have a dad to show them dad shit, right? So he'll like, this is how to change a tire. And he makes a video on and like has millions of views. And it's not like high octane quality. Like it's just like, he's just doing shit, right? But
he's providing a service.
But he's also providing knowledge. Like a lot of things on there is like knowledge based. And yes, it's oversaturated because all of it is now, but there is very good shit on there, like legit stuff. And I'll find a guy, you'll be like, oh, this guy's great. 10,000 views. You're like, oh, that's pretty solid. And you see like, but you see he's like working. Yeah. The Mr. Beast and shit like does skew it because he's the biggest. Of course he's going to skew the number.
Yeah.
But I've read a thing like Polygon, the website, wrote an article on Mr. Beast and like how he made the machine so big that he cannot escape it now. So like basically his videos, because his videos are so, like the production on his videos are so vast. Like he did Squid Game, right? Like we watched one in Charlotte. Yeah. Remember he did he had 100 people in a warehouse until they dropped out. Or he built a guy a house in the middle of a field and he couldn't leave his circle for 100 days, right?
Yeah.
So like that stuff, and they said the average cost of his video is $1.5 million to make one of his videos. There is no way he's making that money back on YouTube, $1.5 million. But the reason is he obviously he makes money elsewhere now. Because he's like a brand. Yeah. But like he got so big he can't escape the machine now. Like now no matter what he does, he's going to be expected to make a video of that quality.
Yeah.
Like he made a video, he bought an island, bro. There's no corners cut for this anymore for him, right? Like
it's got to be bigger every time.
But now, like with us, like we're slowly but surely doing, the stuff we need to do. Cause like, I mean, YouTube was never like our primary source of listening. Cause like most people, and still to this day, our audio is still our most popular, which I think most podcasts still audio is the most popular because people be at work and everything like that. Yeah. So they listen, or in the car. It's hard to watch a YouTube video like in the car, or obviously you can listen to it, but it's not, I don't know if it's the same experience, but
no, I think even when I watch, cause like I'm so used to watching clips of the podcast.
Yeah.
On like ours or Roy or Miles, whoever, on the timeline, whatever. So I'll actually go to YouTube while I'm at work. Like the video's playing, but obviously I'm just listening to it while like I'm pricing shit or whatever.
Yeah, like,
and then I also find, I don't know if anybody else feels this way. I guess I guess you can liken it to like listening to an album for the first time, but the single got so big that like you skip over the single, like you don't want to hear the single on the album.
Song. Right.
So like, for instance, this happens a lot with Rory and Maul, where like they'll post their clip, and their clip's usually like 3 to 5 minutes on YouTube of like a hot topic, and I'm listening to it and I'm engaged and I'm watching it, like, cause I watch the clip when I can.
Yeah, that's a YouTube tactic as well. You make
and
a
then
longer
when I
clip.
get to the episode and they start talking about that shit, I'm like, oh my god, now I got to sit through like 8 minutes of banter again.
Kris, you make a good point, because that was one of the tactics I read, because I've been looking at this a lot. Yeah. Like that's one of the things I saw. It was like, but a lot of people make like a 3 to 5 minute video, and they post it as like a full video on their channel to like drive engagement for it. And that's what I was worried about. I was like, that's a lot of chunk they're gonna have from the episode if they get that, and like oh, that was cool. Like, will they listen to it? Because our episodes are not short. So are they going to listen to it? Are they going to listen an hour and a half, 2 hours, like an additional to that? I don't know. But most people, I would say no. You're going to get more no's than yeses. Yeah. I mean, because our YouTube channel is not great. I'm just going to like, we're working at it. I'm trying to make better thumbnails.
I'm trying to give you solid content on my end as well.
Like, and it's not, and that's the thing. Like, I know we're not making a good episode, or like we're not talking about the right things. It's the outside factors that I have to figure out. Like,
last week's episode in particular, right?
Yeah.
I knew once we started, like once you told that story about Zidane and Amanda, that whole situation, I knew at that moment, I was like, oh, we got gold. Like, I knew it. Like, the rest of the episode, it was great. And that's why I was like hesitant to post a clip on TikTok, because I'm like, fuck, everything's good, but what's gonna hit? Like, I knew that episode was fucking gold, bruh. Like, I don't know if you ever get those moments with our episodes, like where you just know, like, oh yeah, we was potting today. Yeah, but like, my main goal, especially because I listen to so many pods and I watch so many pods, because so many pods offer different things, even though there is like an oversaturation of pods, especially in our space where it's like hip hop, culture, news, quote unquote, like what's happening in the culture. Again, to sound like a broken record, it's about the like unique perspective of the thing. Yeah. But I also think we are able to cultivate like great episodes because of our personalities alone. Like, if we didn't have shit to talk about, I feel like the episode would still be fire regardless, if we choose to like take it there or not, or we went into it knowing like we got to be in and out, be calm, because whatever, this is gonna be a short sweet episode, probably like this one. So like, but yeah, man, this shit is fucking smoke and mirrors for real, bro, because you never really know, like.
Yeah, but see, and then and I get the whole thing where like there now, and I'm not. If you want to do this for money, be my guest. Because I mean, I would much rather you do this than work for a corporation and so like your rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather you make what you want to make, right? Yeah. And if you could pay from it, great. Because I mean, I've been looking at Twitch and all this other stuff, bro. Because like, I mean, I'm like this is something we do. Like we do this every week. Like this is not like I don't know if we don't do this for play. Like it's not like we do this every week, right? Like so, and like this is our hobby. Well, I mean we do music and shit too, but like this is like our collective hobby.
Hold on. I was all static for a minute. I don't know if it's gonna come through the video or not.
It will, but it'll correct itself. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be whenever we get the files uploaded. It'll, but that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, it just means that your internet's catching up. So, and see, we're fighting through the connection problems right now. So we had one earlier. Now Kris is having one on his side. So like,
no, my shit, I'm good. I think it's my audio because it's like when you're talking, it's crunching.
Like, you're crunching on my end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting it like feedback wise. Like I don't know if it's like my wires touching type shit or what. Anyways, sorry guys. Maybe my internet is because I am moving a little slow, but my shit say 99%.
Yeah, no, it should be good once we get to once it's like all like caught up in the background because it's recorded locally. So like that's just what happens when
that one lone sock is just bugging the fuck out of me.
Oh, the red. Yeah. But
by the way,
anyway, I mean
all those clothes on the couch I got from my job. And my couch it's piled up. It's not it don't just look like that. That's a stack of clothes. Mostly every piece of clothing on that couch I got from my job, which is A, ridiculous, 2, a lot. I'm sorry. We can continue. The jack is catching up to me now.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, so I at this point I'm not going to be the bitter one who gets mad cuz like Mr. Beast has been big for a long time. Like I can't get mad at the man. I mean, he is he tone deaf? Yes, all the time.
Is he?
But I mean, I mean, he always comes up with some like weird idea at some really weird time. But like, I'm not really feeding into that. Like, I don't watch the Paul Brothers shit. I don't care for them. I don't like academics, but like all these people like have a following, right? Like so, but. There's several people on YouTube. I mean, and we just to take it back to kind of Ecamm a minute, like their community in general, like they have a lot of good, like really solid, incredibly good creators in their group. If you go to their YouTube channels, their numbers are not going to blow you away. But do you know what they use their YouTube for? They use their YouTube as like a show window, right? It's for like their main product. A lot of them are teachers or educators for technical products. They sell courses and like master classes and things of that nature. Maybe some sell designs or like profiles for your live streams. Like they do all that kind of stuff, right? So like you might go to the YouTube and be like, oh, you only have 200 more views than me. That's not. But if you look at the consistent numbers, like they're always getting those numbers, right? And secondly, that's just they're getting clientele from the video. They're not trying to make like bank. Like they're not using YouTube as like their bank, right? They're using it as like, hey, this is a free advertisement trailer for what I know, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're gonna come here look for a solution for a problem, and my video is gonna pop up because I have this keyword in there and all this stuff. Like how to do this on this, and I already have a video for you. And then better yet, I have a course on it, motherfucker. So like it's all gonna pop up. So we're gonna have a harder time because ours is not that. We're not like ours is not educational in a sense. Like ours is entertainment.
Shit, my shit educational, nigga. I'm trying to graduate young niggas from School of Hard Knocks.
Look. Now we do put people on game and educate in certain ways, but I'm saying our main thing is like we're episodic. We talk every week about different things, right? So it's not like we're not like, hey, today we're going to teach you how to use Fruity Loops. Like that's not what we're doing on this podcast. So
we
could
sell a course.
We could, but
not really, because I'm still figuring this shit out myself.
But that's the thing. But it's I mean it's all part of the grind. I mean it's just in a different form. Like this is like when we first started music, it wasn't just like labeled on the wall, this is how you do it. Like there's no wrong way to do it. You just have to do it. That's the biggest thing I can say for anybody. If you like, regardless, 1 view, 1,000 views, 10 views, whatever views you think you go, like, you don't know unless you start. You have to get going. I like that. It is what it is. But that's why I think that series I'm talking about is very important, because like for people like me, especially if they're starting it like after their parents, like we did this well before I was even married, but like for people starting after that, like say they're married and have kids, and like, man, I've really wanted to do this for a long time, but now it's like slowed down because of my responsibilities. I think it's important for them to have someone in their corner, and that person's me. So like, you know, part-time creator, full-time dad, but yeah, I mean that's like the kind of the thing, and I know another thing with content creation is like the name. Like people don't like to like you know, generalizing things to content's like yucky, but it's just a title, bro. Like it is what it is.
I don't know if you heard Melissa Ford's finna start a podcast, and it's called Menopause.
Nice.
Is it? I don't know. There was a Twitter space about.
They made a whole Twitter space about it.
Oh, there's a guy named Danny from The Stop. I don't know if you've heard of or
never
seen
heard of him.
Okay, so Danny from The Stop is he basically reviews podcasts.
That's interesting. Okay.
So
does he listen to like anything, or is he just?
No, it's pretty much the big cultural podcast. Okay. Earn Your Leisure, Joe Budden.
That is such a fire idea to just do like, here, let's type a random subject in and listen to a random podcast, and then like give it 1 to 5 stars.
Well, he basically, so he started out by what is the word, like chronologically. He started by the breakup with Joe Budden and Rory and Mal. And then after he got done with the breakup, like he goes back and pulls clips from the episodes and try to figure out where the tension started between them. That's pretty much his game.
No, that's cool. I thought. But
your ideas, your idea is cool too.
Yeah.
So then from there, you know, he critiques New Joe podcast, and he critiques Roy and Ma. He'll talk about $1 Million Worth of Game or Earn Your Leisure or Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz podcast. Like they'll you know he'll but whatever. So there's a community of Joe Budden fans and Roy and Ma fans that get together on Twitter here and there, and it's gotten to the point where Joe Budden and Roy and Mal and the other co-hosts actually go to their spaces to like have dialogue with them. Like so they're talking.
Has Joe and them been in the same time?
Joe and Rory has been in the same room, but Joe never said anything. He just listened to Rory.
Okay.
Yeah, but look, okay. I be in that bitch like popcorn. You feel me?
It's
like,
good. Huh?
It's good? It's good. It's good when they actually have something to talk about. They had Text Tone in there for like 2 weeks straight, and you know, Text Tone, free text. He been like down. Like somebody snuck a cell phone in there to him or something, but he's been on spaces.
He the original, man. He is the original.
And they all give it up to Tax, like the same way we do. Like
you got to.
All the fans know, like Tax is the man.
Yeah.
But the Spaces is cool or whatever. Cardi went in on Joe on Space. Twitter Spaces is good to engage with your community for real.
Yeah, but
it'd be
now
like 1,500 to whatever.
But now you can't do one unless you can't make one unless you have a paid account.
Yeah.
So I can't live stream to Twitter anymore.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't totally be against that for that. Like, I don't, like, we're not tweeting to be like viral or whatever, but like, in order to engage, even if you just want to shoot some bullshit with people, because like now what they're doing, there's these people who are like chatters, like in the chat, like what's up chat. There's clippers who take Twitter Spaces and upload them to YouTube.
Yeah.
So like the pivotal moments or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a whole new community like of clippers, people just clipping shit and like having people engaged with that. And so, I mean, it could get a little bit like, again, oversaturated, but cool concept. But to get off a creator, wait, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know what? Maybe you want to actually pay for Twitter.
What?
Those fucking ads are getting out of control.
Oh yeah, the ads are bad.
I was like, I will pay you to stop showing me these shits.
It was crazy too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I used to laugh when people were like, yo, I'm out in public and I just seen some girls sucking dick. Like, because it never happened to me. Now it's happening. Like, I'm at work just scrolling and I see a bitch pulling a dildo out her ass. I'm like, oh my God.
And you're like, it is like, this tweet is sponsored. You're like, what the fuck?
I'm like, yo, like, I'm behind the register just scrolling. Like, and my coworker walked right behind me, just glance at this shit.
No lie, bro. At work, I told you earlier, I was watching Twitch, right? Watching people play the new Zelda game, right?
Yeah.
I had a suggested video pop up. It was like Zelda. Then someone playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The very bottom video, I don't know how it got in there, but it said 2 girls twerking on couch right now. I was like, what in the hell is this?
I would have.
I know you would have.
I would have entered the room. I'm sorry. I got to see. Is this? It's so crazy to see.
And it had 1.8 thousand people watching.
I would have been 1.9, nigga. However, that the number 1.8 and 0.1, nigga, I would have been in that bitch.
The one. Yeah. You logged 1,000 times to watch.
No, yeah. Look, I'm in that hole. What are we doing?
I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, it's
Future had dropped after our last
pod last week. Yeah.
Mixtape Pluto. What you think? First listen and all that.
I've listened twice.
Okay.
All right. Because I was like the first listen to was like the vibe check.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one is like, okay, let me listen to this shit. It's all right, man. It's like
I'm finna turn up.
I know. It's all right. I mean, I definitely was like not in my head. Like it would definitely have some bangers on there.
Mm-hmm.
I did get to the point where I was like, oh, the song changed.
Right.
And like I did appreciate though that none of the songs were long. I did appreciate that. Yeah, they're all. It's a very brisk listen. He didn't try to overdo it.
Yeah.
There are like in the standouts are like the standouts like I didn't skip any. I won't skip any songs, but nothing I was like. I mean, everybody's gonna talk about Plutowski or whatever, but but like I didn't leave, and I was like, man, like this is one of them ones. Like I didn't leave after that.
So here's the thing about Future that I realized with Mixtape Pluto. He doesn't write.
No. Can't.
No, he doesn't write, right?
Can't.
That was more evident.
He's all vibes. Yeah.
Exactly. That was more evident on this project for me than I think any other of his projects. But it's not a bad thing that he doesn't write. I think that fact that he doesn't write and he gets in there and still is able to captivate an audience off the vibe, like you said, is a feat in itself. Because there's not too many people that can do that. Like you rap. I don't know if you could just go in the booth and make a vibe like without, making it seem or feel that way. That's what he's really good at. These flows that he's using on this album is also another point to me where I'm like, he's he could be like literally he's not saying anything that is like you know what I'm saying, he's not most deaf in that motherfucker, you feel me? But but the fact that he's staying on topic, using these flows, new flows, and it all just has like a like cohesion. There's like cohesion with everything happening. He's the GOAT. So I didn't go into it expecting anything. I think I've listened to the album all the way through. I listened to it while I mowed the lawn today, all the way through, and then I listened to it like twice at work, two separate days, obviously, and then the initial night that it came out. So 4 times all the way through, and then I went and played, you know, the songs that I just wanted to hear. And then like I think it was Ice and Parks from the Joe Budden podcast. The clip came out, and the caption was Ice and Parks thinks Future needs to take a break, and I was like, no, he's still motivating, bro. It's one thing to just do like for a while.
Yeah,
Kanye
I didn't come out of thinking like that. Yeah,
for a while, Kanye wasn't motivating me, right? For a while, I can honestly say that. Really, probably this Vultures run, I was just like, I don't really know what's going on anymore. Like Unc Old, but then just recently, he just dropped a video of him like chopping up on his ASR, a song that has been previewed called Preacher Man, with him and Skepta, if I'm not mistaken. But he was chopping up the sample on his ASR. And it got everybody excited again. Like, and I got excited, and I was like, yo, this is the vibe, this is the feeling I was missing from him. You know what I'm saying? Me and Khalil were talking about it, and I was like, hey, bro, I think that music just got too easy for him. So he moved away from, because like even with like this FL that I got, it's so much easier to chop samples for me now. Like, I'm trying to think of ways to make it not easy. Like in order to like feel fulfilled for real. Yeah. So I think as a creator, I don't know. Maybe that's what the approach he took. Like, I'm just gonna make this shit as big as possible, because if I keep it minuscule, like, but like when you master the craft, like Alchemist has never gotten away from what he does. No, we know what to expect from Al, right? And Kanye, I think because every album sounded different. And
I think he set out to push boundaries too. Like
that's but goal. Like, hey, but that age old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. If you made Overnight Celebrity today, right now, a sound that's not in the ethos for real, that's working, he would change music again. For the first time. You feel me? Like if he made Overnight, if he chopped that set, everything exactly the way it is today, 2024, he would change the landscape.
He was one of the best choppers, man.
You can't beat that, bruh. No. So like, again, with Future, I think his recipe is what his recipe is, and it works. But the thing is, if you're not paying attention to it, he's still innovative in the way that he's saying what he's saying, even if he's saying the same thing. Like his flows, that's one thing I realized with this album more than anything. Like, fuck, this nigga is coming up with new flows, bro. Then that took me down the rabbit hole. Like Drake ain't being like kind of giving us the same thing, and everybody was like, oh, Drake needed Future, or Future needed Drake. Like, at this point, I'm like, yeah, Drake probably needed Future, bro, because like if you could come up with some shit on the fly, a whole new way of saying something that like just sitting in the studio, bro, what the fuck, niggas? Yeah. I need y'all, please be my friend, nigga. Help for real,
please be my friend.
Yeah, so Future dropped, and not only did Future drop, we got the new Penguin, you feel me? HBO Max. You ain't checked it out yet, right?
I did watch it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
I watched that and the first 2 episodes of Agatha.
I watched the first 2 as well. Shout out to Dalton and Shelby for the Disney Plus link up. You feel me? One time. Yeah. I think I watched the Penguin first. Hey man,
watched it second.
It's they knocked it out of the park. Episode 1. I watched episode 1 3 times.
I think it comes out on Sundays, right?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out.
I know the premiere didn't come out on Sunday. I think
it was
the
like
weekly episodes
Friday.
are on. I think they come out on Sundays though.
Hey,
if
I'm
not
here.
mistaken.
I'm when I get off work, I'm gonna be right here watching
But,
it. I enjoyed it.
It was like an hour and 14 minutes. It was a long episode.
Every minute didn't feel that long though. Pause.
Speaking
Speaking of the pause, bruh. Speaking of the pause, I gotta address this pause
it?
situation.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm 32 years old. All right. Everything a nigga say has context, right? Anybody though, like niggas not saying some off the wall shit just to be saying some off the wall shit. Like I didn't mean to get caught in that moment like that. For niggas to be hitting me on my phone, being like, "Yo, Kris, that was crazy, bro." Like, hey, man, that I don't want to. I'm 32, bro. I'm 32. My back hurt right now. You feel me? So just let me. But anyways, the Penguin fire. Do you have any discrepancies, or so far?
No,
so
I
good?
liked it. I liked it a lot. Once again, that makeup is fucking incredible.
Yeah. Down to the hair, bro. That's crazy.
No, even to his body, like, because he takes it. There's a part where his shirt's off, and I was like, yo, they did not spare any expense.
His
on
foot
this fucking
is
makeup.
fucked up too, bro. I don't know if you saw that, like when he was rubbing his foot. That shit
what
nasty,
if I watched the episode, Kris?
I don't know if it's like.
Yes,
I know they kind of made it a point, like to make sure
he
you
took
saw
his shoe off.
like,
He took his sock off, and his feet were like,
like
this is shit. Yeah,
like that. Like it's supposed to be like
yeah.
that,
Shelby was like,
oh,
it makes my stomach hurt.
Yeah, nah, shit like that's like hard to watch. Like, they make that nigga grotesque.
Yeah, I do. I liked it. I am curious where it goes because obviously it starts off kind of like, I mean, you're seeing like, oh, he's like playing. He's gonna try to play like the long game now because of the shit that happens like in the first 5 minutes just like sets it up. Beautiful. The motherfucker says, "Little punk pussy bit pop 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 pop." That motherfucker said,
"Shot that boy."
That boy said,
I like
shit.
Yeah, I like how quick he is on his feet. Like when he went to dinner with his sister, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know he left me out of the loop too. I didn't know he brought you in with us and da 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 da." Even though she's able to call bullshit very easy.
Yeah, because she's obviously fucking crazy.
Yeah. But I liked everything about it. They before the show premiered, and they were talking about it, they did say that Robert Pattinson was going to make an appearance sometime in the show. They also said that Matt Reeves didn't shoot any of these episodes because of like scheduling or whatever. But shit's going to tie in, and
and it's set right after like the flood. Like it's like still flooded. Like they drive through the city, that bitch is still flooded. So and then my friend's like, look at this shit. Terrible.
Yeah. So I fuck with it.
And Colin Farrell killing it, well. Like he's killing
it for sure. Agatha All Along, right? That was Disney Plus. Look, for all the women shows that Disney Plus has made thus far, what we got? She-Hulk. We got Echo. We got
Echo honestly was actually a Hulu show, but
Hawkeye Girl.
Hawkeye. What the Hawkeye girl was? That was Hawkeye. What are you talking about?
But it was about the girl, bro.
Kate Bishop. Say her name.
It was Kate. Oh, say her name. That's crazy. Say her name. Kate Bishop. All right. Look, I'm not. There was a guy that I was watching. I think it was like Nerd Erotic or some shit. He was really like. I was with him for a while when he was bashing Disney for like how they're doing things now, but like he started going a little too crazy about like women.
Yep, that's where it starts.
And
he
like
gets you, he reels you in. And he's like, now let me tell you about these women
switching over like the gender swaps and all that shit. And I'm like, bro, all this shit is made up, bro.
It's fake.
It don't really fucking matter.
It doesn't matter.
But that's not to go to say that some of this shit that they're doing is just, to me as a critic.
No, I get that. But it can't.
Like, it's not.
You can't just be like. It can't be like, oh, it's bad because they made this girl. It's a woman. Like that's not why it's bad.
Yeah. That's not why it's bad.
We're not doing that. I think
what they're trying to do because it's a woman is why it's bad. Like I don't think they give women enough credit for real. Because I know a lot of women. A lot of women don't act like none of these women.
What are you talking about? Which part are you talking about, though? What are you
No, I like Agatha all the way. Like, I didn't have an issue with
that's what I'm
saying.
What are you talking about?
Just like I don't see like.
I know you didn't like.
I don't even feel like I don't feel like Meg would twerk with her a lawyer in the lawyer's. I don't feel like that's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think Meg. I don't see how that's supposed to be cute. I don't see how that's supposed to be like cool. Like, whatever. I actually enjoyed the Marvels all the way through. Like, I didn't have a issue with seeing three women.
That movie is not bad. So
it's not bad. Like, I had no problem. I sat in there and I enjoyed that movie. Mad that I spent $90 in that bitch.
Well, that was your choice.
Well, I had a date, but
still your choice.
That was my choice. But you know,
we're gonna share a small popcorn.
Nah. If you want the butter, if you want the coconut shrimp, baby, get the coconut shrimp. Okay.
Oh damn!
It's on me.
You went to the movie grill. That's
where
now the truth reveals itself. That's why you spent $90.
Yeah, no, because they over there acting egregious. Anyways, back to Agatha. Didn't know what I was expecting. Love how they set it up though. I don't want to do any spoilers. It's been a week, right? What's the spoiler rule?
We gotta wait till the show is over because it's gonna keep being like shit being revealed.
Well, episode's 1, right? We could spoil that, right?
No, I wouldn't spoil anything yet.
Okay.
I would, but there's some things that are like story beats that are not spoilers. Like
right. I enjoyed how they set everything up.
Now what I do enjoy is like when they were like when she was like, "How long have I been doing this shit?"
Yeah.
What do they say? Like, what do you say? 3 or 4 years?
I don't remember the exact date. You talking about her neighbor, right? The black guy?
Yeah. Because she was like, how long have I been like this? And he was like, shit. Yeah. Like,
and they've been playing along with her.
Yeah. Like, so they thought she was just coping with the spell that, because they're all like they don't even say Scarlet. They're like, we don't say her name. When they're talking about I
do fuck with the fact she like spit on her house before she left the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, so like, you bitch. Look, that's why these type of stories are so compelling, right? Because obviously Scarlet has saved the world, right? A few times, right?
Sort of, yes.
As an Avenger, we don't know about all their little in between missions. Before the movies,
I just know.
right?
Look. Let's go. Let's spell it out real quick. Okay. Scarlet Witch. She started off as a villain with her brother in Age of Ultron.
She got corrupted.
Yeah, and then she came around at the end to help
save the day.
Fight the robots.
Then
her brother died though.
Yeah.
And at the end, she gets anointed Avenger by Hawkeye. You know, what have you. We get to Civil War. She blows up a building. So
on accident.
I don't care.
Wasn't on purpose.
I know it wasn't on purpose, but she panicked and she threw. She could have just threw him straight up, but she threw him into a building. Let's just be honest. He could have just went straight up in there.
Yeah, but then
it's just like the Hancock thing. You could have took the train straight up, but you threw it over this. But
what's the story if she don't throw him into the building?
Yeah,
though, you know.
Yeah, so she threw him in the building, caused civil war. Okay, and then during the Civil War, she breaks out of the compound with Hawkeye, and then she fights Vision for a bit in the little in the airport scene. Then we get to Infinity War Endgame. She is
on the run.
She's on the run, and she's having sneaky links with Vision, which then in turn gets him found with his stone. Then she gets saved by Cap. And then during Infinity War, she has to kill Vision, and then he gets resurrected in her face, and then killed again. So she doesn't actually do much in Infinity War, to be honest with you. Like, there was the part where she popped out in Wakanda and she like destroyed that like Saw thing, and she was like, "Where the hell has she been the whole time?" Yeah, like so, like there was that, but then her sacrifice didn't really do anything, and then wait, did she get blipped?
Yes.
She did get blipped.
Because
Okay,
it was only the original 6.
Yeah, so
or
in
whatever.
in game, yeah, she only pops up at the end when she was like,
You took everything away from me,
and I don't even know who you are. Yeah. And then
So-
she does give Thanos some work. But then no, hold on. Then we get to WandaVision. All right. And she literally brainwashes an entire town
Okay.
to bring her vision of her family back, like her and Vision having a family and making people think they're in a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Then she gets out of, then we find out Agatha was kind of, egging her on with the Darkhold or whatever, the book. And then she fucking, it's like, you know what? I don't do this anymore. So she doesn't, she stops it. But then obviously all those people have been fucking tormented for however long that was. And then she traps Agatha in the illusion. Then we get to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. This bitch has gone off the deep end on this motherfucker.
I'm not mad at her though. I feel like Halle Berry
You're
would do
not
this.
mad. You are out of your mind, Chris.
I feel like Halle Berry would do the same thing for her kids.
Go to a different universe and steal kids? Yeah, that's what Halle Berry would do.
Yeah, nigga.
This girl got corrupted by the Darkhold that she just stopped to the point where this bitch was jumping between universes trying to kidnap the kids that her alternate selves had, and she was trying to kill a girl because she had the universe jumping power.
So you wouldn't do that for your little pieces.
They not my kids, bro.
I'm talking about for your kids, nigga. You got 2 kids now.
I got 2 kids, but
samurai.
if my kids were an illusion, Chris, right? Because my kids aren't an illusion. My kids are fucking real. Okay.
Yeah.
Her kids were not real.
In that particular universe, that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, so you're like, since I didn't have kids, I'm gonna go steal them from myself who had motherfucking kids and live with them. No, yeah. Chris, that is that is outrageous.
I would. You know why? Because family.
Because okay, all right, Fast and Furious.
Let me get back to what I was saying right quick. All right. So when these writers, chef's kiss to writers who write in this way, right? Where you kind of you feel for the protagonist and the antagonist, right? So Agatha, by standard, should be the villain, right? Let me cook.
Okay.
Agatha is the villain, right?
Yeah.
She has a specific thing. She's here for a specific reason. She's keeping order. She's keeping balance for these witch bitches, right?
She's so not keeping balance.
That's what it's supposed to be. Like, Agatha not in the game, the shit fucked off. You feel me? So, but the reason why she's not in the game because another witch bitch was like, yo, I want it that way. You feel me? But she was, but Agatha was like, see, you want it to be like, but it's like this. You feel me? It ain't that way. It's this way. So I feel like with that type of thing that happens in storytelling, where she might be bad, but she's keeping a natural balance in order. Cause like she wasn't supposed to have the Darkhold and do all the shit that she did with that shit, right? I'm talking about Scarlet in this junction.
And then Scarlet destroyed every version of the Darkhold. They're all gone.
Right. So that's not supposed to be like that though. Cause that was about the balance. Now she done unleashed some shit she not even around to help figure out. So you see now I'm jumping on Agatha's side. I did start by saying I'm on.
The only thing that she unlocked was the spell that held Agatha in place. The Darkhold didn't.
Man, I'm telling you right now, fam. As this show progresses, they gonna say Scarlet did some shit to fuck up some shit, cause that's how the shit go. That's how all these shits go. So I'm letting you know right now. You might not be expecting that. Spoiler alert. Okay. So shit going down, bruh, because of what she did. There's always going to be consequences.
The 2 big reveals in this show is going to be who the boy is and who Aubrey Plaza is. Those are the 2 things that's going to happen.
I'm telling you right now, bruh, it's a deeper, darker criminal link. How many episodes did they say this was gonna be? 6, 7?
It's most of the time it's gonna be 6. So
it's gonna be a deeper, darker criminal link. They know they can't drop the ball.
So three came out on Wednesday. So
did it?
Yeah, it comes out on Wednesday.
I'm gonna have to go check that out when we get out the pod. But personally, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying. I do like when you can root for, or when you think the good guy, like when their shit's not justifiable towards the end either.
Yeah,
like,
I was not.
Like with Wanda.
I was not on Wanda's side at all in that movie. She was going
I would have
crazy.
controlled the town if I wanted my kids, for real, bro. How hard have you ever tried to hold on to a dream? Like, yeah, I just hit you with something. Drop a bomb, nigga. That was a bomb.
How hard have I held on to a dream?
Like when you woke up, it was some great magical shit happening in your dream, and you woke up like fuck, and you tried to go back to sleep to go back to it. You ain't never did that before.
No,
yeah, nigga, you a motherfucking lie. You just lied to me.
No, I didn't.
You never woke up from a bomb.
We said this last week. You can't tell me I'm a lie, bro. You can't say that. You got to tell I'm telling a story.
Okay, you telling the story, nigga. Good callback. You ain't never done that though.
No, I really haven't. I definitely woke up and been like, damn, that was a crazy, or like that was a dope ass dream, or like, damn, that was a dream. I've done that, but I haven't tried to like, let me go back in this motherfucker. Like, no, I haven't.
No, I've tried to inception some shit before.
You tried to go back in there
multiple times, Dalton. Yeah. Multiple.
I need to rewatch Inception, man. I think it's time for rewatch.
I had a dream last night. I was just like, I woke up like, fuck, like that shit was wild. I did wake up too early, and I ended up going back to sleep. Sometimes that's what happened. But sometimes it's intentional, like, I'm finna force myself back to sleep. I need to go back into this dream. I need to figure out what the fuck going on.
I need to find it.
Like, it's got some answers in here to like my... Because I really do feel like the dreams is like the subconscious shit at work. Not every time. But, like, sometimes you can have a dream about some shit you just...
Dreams, though.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of which, how much time we got before? Because I might save it. If we ain't got enough time, how much time we got?
I mean, my camera's getting low on battery too, but
I'll save it.
Okay.
But just remind me next week about dreams.
Okay.
Okay? Because I got a little story time. I wish I had time to say it today, but this story time is actually the first time I can admit that I did some sucker shit. But I needed to get to the truth.
Okay.
And sometimes when you're trying to get to the truth, Dalton, you got to do some sucker shit.
All right.
But the truth is what grounds you for like absolute resolve, though. Like, if this was the sin that would have sent me to heaven or hell, like as bad as it may be deemed to be, like socially, like. I feel like my soul would still be intact. Like God would be like, I understand why you did that. You coming with me. You feel me? I don't think that would like absolve me to hell or anything like that. But I know I did some fuck shit. But I had to get to the bottom. I had to, because it was eating at me. And now that I know what it is, I can tell this story with full autonomy, nigga. I don't even know what that means, but I just said it. Autonomy is like anonymous, right?
Yeah, like off of it, yeah.
Yeah, well, let's just say I can tell it with full autonomy. Oh, before we end though, so last week, no, it was Saturday. It was about a week ago now. I went to the Old Texas Theater. I got invited to the Old Texas Theater. There was a group of people, I don't know the collective's name, but they decided to get a bunch of artists from the DFW area, and they showed their videos in the theater full of people. The artists were there, and they gave a little speech at the end. I don't know if you caught my tweet when I said that Tev is the Dallas Ho.
Yeah, I saw.
Because like I tweeted it as soon as it happened, though. That's why it's like hilarious. And like he was sitting like 2 rows behind me to the right, and I tweeted it because the guy who hosted the stage, who threw the event or whatever, he was like, I talked to Tev about da da da, and I was like, damn, Tev got that much pool, bro. God damn. Like, I was sitting over there in the corner with my little double Hennessy, which the bartender that night was not shy. She poured that motherfucker up, dog. I was drunk, but I did down like 2 buzz balls on the way there, so I was already in my zone.
Okay.
But the event was dope. They showed Kwame's videos. They showed Debbie Stone's. They showed, and we didn't make it on time, so I don't know who showed before. But what I caught again, Debbie Stone's, Kwame, Grams. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that we like had on the pod. Those are the 3 I remember off the top of my head. Then it was like a little mingle, meet and greet type situation after we, I spoke to John Doe was there, spoke to him, Tev again, Lucky was there, Dash was there. It was a few people like that, from the Twitter space. Zayla was there. I didn't know if she remembered me, so that was like a little awkward exchange. I was like, hey, remember you did my pod? Because she kind of looked at me like, hey. I was like, oh, you don't remember me. That's crazy. Well, I was like, hey, yeah, you did the pod. Like,
so what did she say?
No, she was like, I hugged, like, because I, like, dapped her up. She was like, give me a hug, bro. Like, I hugged. And I was like, all right, yeah, it's good to see you. And, yeah, it was cool. Then after that, because I was with Winter and Corey, so after that, they was like, do you want to go to this place or do you want to go to the neighborhood? And I knew the other place was like, we would have to wait in line and all this other shit to get in. I was like, take me to the neighborhood.
Let's get it going. Let's get it popping.
Let's go. Like I ain't even trying to waste no time. Nigga, I don't, once we made it to the club, I don't remember anything. But Winter waking me up and being like, you're home. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
That's a
good
wild
time.
thing to say going to the neighborhood.
I know. But, and what's even crazy? I wore my black leather pants, right? I had to order another pair. I wore my black leather pants. I woke up the next day because I started like compiling this pile on my couch. So I got my pants from that night and there was a hole in my bottom.
Chris, you are really setting yourself up right now. This is a continuation from last week. All that meat in your hands.
I text Winter a picture of the pants. I'm like, bro, what did y'all do to me? She was like, nah, don't get mad at us because that ass fat. I said, nah, nigga, I got drugged. It was crazy. Bro, I don't know what Winter did or took. I know what I did and took. I feel like we was drinking the same pretty much. Nah, I probably went a little bit harder.
Okay.
But as far as drugs go, we was on the same shit. So I'm like, bro, I text her at 10:30, asked her to send me some money so I can DoorDash some food. Because I sent her all my money that night. Like, I gave her all my cash. I gave her all my money. Because I ain't know what the night was finna be like. So I'm like, you take care of everything.
You handle it. Yeah.
Because I'm fucked up. So she DoorDashed me the food. And I was like, she was like, okay, yeah, eat or whatever. I'm on my way to work. I said, you on your way to what? What the fuck? Yeah, I just woke up like I was in the Twilight Zone, dog. I was like, I definitely got drugged, bro. Ain't no way. So I got drugged.
That's a wild thing to say, Chris. All right.
I'm just letting you know. I mean, look, we ain't got to go into detail. Everything's intact. But right? I'm just saying, I did have a hole in my pants, and I did not remember the car ride home.
And he meet your hands.
Anyways. Like I said, just remind me to tell you about my story.
I got you.
Mind your business about everything else, all right? What I do in my free time,
Look, no judgment over here, baby. I'm just saying you had 2 wild weeks in a row.
I'm going for number 3. Ron's birthday little celebration is tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, I do not work. So I'm try to be there.
Yeah. I know it's too soon for Ronnie to go out, right?
I wouldn't say too soon, but that is a lot of people.
For him to be around? Yeah. So it's
especially, with babies, people want to touch him and shit.
Yeah. Oh no, anybody. Hey, I was looking at those pictures you posted.
Yeah.
Are his eyes like? What's going on there?
They're like gray brown right now. So
Them shit look mystical, nigga.
yeah. So the doctor said around 6 months they'll be the full color they're supposed to be. So we'll see. But right now they're like gray brown.
Right now, it look like he could cast spells.
Yeah, he has a wild look, and that boy mugs the
Like
shit
the
out of
mug
you.
is crazy, and his eyes being like they look purple to me.
He's like
a deep purple.
he is the opposite of Raiden in every way. So he's like literally opposite. This motherfucker cries so loud. He gets mad so quick.
The opposite of Raiden.
Raiden was lazy as fuck when he was a baby, and he was so unbothered by everything. He would just sit there. Ronan will not sit there. If you put Ronan down for too long, like you sit him down there and walk away, he will give you 10 seconds to come back before he like loses his mind.
Where'd you go?
Or I'm hungry, bitch. Like he is on 10 at all times.
I feel him though.
He been crying on and off this whole episode, bro. Like he been.
I heard him a little bit earlier. I did when you took your earphone off. I heard it.
Yeah, he. Because I guarantee what Shelby let him sleep on her, and then she put him down, and he probably got pissed because he got put down. So,
like, well, hey, what do you think this is? It ain't
what
that.
I want to know is if Raiden went to fucking sleep. This boy right now.
What's Ronan's sign?
Like his
The Gemini's Aquarius. I know he ain't Aquarius.
Nah, it's a was it a Virgo? Hold on. Let me double check for you. Yeah, it's a Virgo. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I really don't know. That's just what you got to say. You
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
react in a negative way. Yeah, like
he's a Virgo.
that's the worst thing that could happen to him.
Yeah.
Is him
Virgo.
being a Virgo. But that's crazy. Who the fuck just wants? All right. Anyways, this is a cool little concise episode. Next week, I fully expect us to be back into the shits.
Yeah, and then hopefully no internet problem. That was so fucking weird. So
Yeah, but it happens to the best of us, though.
yeah,
I didn't know there was like a better internet than the one that they offer us already.
What?
Like, if that's, why don't we have the best one, nigga? Like,
No,
what
it's
the
just
fuck?
it's just better to hardwire in because you have a consistent connection. You don't have to worry about
like
anything.
the airplanes flying by and shit,
or anything
right?
like that, or just dropping
yeah,
out.
you
Like we
did
just
tell
had.
me to get that Ethernet cable,
So you
I
can
might
plug
look
in.
into that.
Yeah,
I
but
might look into that.
But all right, but that's it for us this week. So I'm gonna call it a night here. Obviously, we got to stay on and let it upload, but call it a night here. And we'll see y'all next week. Same damn place, same
Black time.
damn time.
Yes, sir. Peace and chicken grease. You heard? Hey, what school is USC?